Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today we're gonna be talking about money, honey, because you know what, everybody needs these tips. So these tips are for both men and women. So you know what, I don't want this video to be long because I'm pretty excited because I've got quite a number of ideas. I don't know how many ideas I've got, but I'm just gonna be putting it out there. Okay, so anyway, stay tuned and let's get started because I don't want this video to be long because we're gonna be talking about the money, honey, some money, some cash, honey, the shmoney. Ideas that you can do anywhere. You don't need experience to do these jobs, and I've actually done some few jobs in the ones that I'm going to be mentioning. I don't know, yeah, anyway, I've done a few jobs that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, and I just thought, you know what, let me make some idea of jobs that you guys can make that money. You don't need experience, and yeah, so I'm going to earn like thousands, but you know what, you can earn a little bit without, like, especially if you've got no experience, you're gonna earn like a few dollars, you know, to get gas, to get some food. You know what, yeah, you don't need experience, and this video is going to be for both men and women, so please stay tuned and let's get started. The first idea, this is like for anybody, the first idea of job that you don't need experience is being a photographer. If you know how to get good angles of people, good angles, honey, I mean angles, you don't need a camera, you don't need an expensive camera, you don't need an expensive phone. All you need is just a phone, not an expensive phone. All you need is to get a phone, and you don't even need to use your phone. Sometimes all you can do is use the person's phone, and if you get good angles, then why don't you get some money using that? Okay, nothing for free these days, honey. Nothing is for free, okay? If somebody wants you to do a job, let them pay. And the other thing, the second idea of job that I would recommend is, okay, this is not for everyone, right? But yeah, if you don't choose your car, most of the times, if you always prefer taking public transport wherever you're going, or if you live close to like shops or the city or wherever, why don't you put your car for car hire? Why don't you put your car there and earn some money and use public transport? If that makes sense. So for example, if you don't use your car during the week, or you don't use your car all the time, only on special occasions, why don't you take your car for car hire, and if people hire your car, you get some commission or some money of what they paid to the company that you're hiring with. That's the second job idea that I thought. Yeah, the third job idea that I'm going to be telling you guys is using your car again. I think the car, like a car, is like a main thing that you can get more money if you don't use it much, even if you use it much. For example, the third one is letting other businesses advertise their business using your car. Did I make sense? So you let people use your car to advertise their business, like billboards. Are they called billboards? I don't know what they're called, but you know what, like, I don't know how I can say it, but yeah, let people use your car to advertise their business, especially if you drive a lot. Why don't you let people use your car to advertise and earn more money? This, you don't have to work at the company while you're going to be advertising the business. You can just like, how can I say this? As long as you know a little bit about the business, advertise it. Wherever you're going, they're going to see your car, and they're gonna be like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And if they see your car, they're gonna be like, okay, let me get the numbers while like it's on the car. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, the fourth job that I'm going to recommend is being a driver. Or being a driver can be an Uber driver, but the one that I'm going to say is not working under Uber, it's just working for yourself. For example, I'll give an example. You're going somewhere, what can I say? Since I'm in Perth, I'm gonna give an example. You're going to Margaret River, and you can be like, okay, I've got 5 seats. I'm going with a friend. We're only going the 2 of us. Why don't we get 3 people that are traveling to Margaret River, and maybe they're going to pay a certain amount of money to go with us, and then they can do their own thing if they're there, and let them maybe buy gas for you guys, maybe buy snacks or food or whatever, and then, or maybe even pay you if you just want money, maybe even pay you but you travel with them, and then if they want to come back on the days you're coming back with, you earn another amount of money. If they don't drive, especially if they don't drive and they don't have enough money to hire a car to go to Margaret River or to go to Banbury, so why not be a driver? That can be for both male or females. And the other thing that I wanted to say, another tip that I wanted to say, I don't know if I'm on the 5th tip I wanted to say is, why don't you be a tour guide in your like town? Because there are a lot of tourists and there are a lot of people that want to know the place around your town, and they've got no idea where to start from. And if you have an idea or you know the place where you live too much, why don't you be a tour guide? And you're going to earn a little. This doesn't have to be like, oh my god, I want a lot of money. This just has to be like a little amount of money, and show them places. And if, example, you've got a car and they want you to drive you, or they want to be drove around, then that's an extra money too. So you know what, go and get that money, honey. Yeah, so that was the 5th one, being a tour guide. That can be both male or female. And the other thing I wanted to say is being a babysitter. So you can be a babysitter everywhere, anywhere. So yeah, if they want you to go there and babysit, or if they want to bring their kids to you, be a babysitter. And sometimes they might require like a qualification or whatever, and if you tell them I've got no experience, but if you've got a page, or yeah, create a page and then ask people to write reviews, that's another thing. That's the 6th. And the 7th that I'm going to be sharing you guys is be a model. A model. So it doesn't have to be like, oh my god, we're not in 1980s or 1960s where you have to be like a certain type of body to be a model. That's what I'm going to say, because you know what, it's 2018. I don't know, by the time I'll be posting this video it's gonna be 2019, but you know what, in this year and age we ain't gonna follow body types, and there are a lot of different types of models out there. Okay, so being a model can be like a fashion model. You can be hands model, actually, like fingers, is it fingers, hands, or whatever model. You can be legs model. It doesn't have to be like all the time full body model, no. Okay, and if I'm gonna be doing a show or modeling, honey, you better pay me that my money. Okay, run me my check, because I'm not doing anything for free these days. If you're gonna ask me to do something, honey, you better pay me that money. Okay, pay me my money. Anyway, it's not always about money, but you know what, sometimes it's always about money. But yeah, if I'm gonna be doing like a certain job and I'm good at that, just run me my check, honey. Yeah, most people like free stuff, but sometimes, you know what, you also need to run. If you're good at modeling, if you're good at posing, if you're good at something, please stop doing it for free. Come on, I'm just being honest. Please stop doing it for free. Yeah, so you can be a model, and yeah, as I said earlier, a model is not always about just walking, or like you don't have to be skinny, or you don't have to have a set. I'll just say you don't have to have a certain type of body. So yeah, be a model. You can so you can be clothes, it can be nails, if people want you to do, like if people want to do nails on you and then they pay you. So yeah, go and be a model. Anybody can be a model. Okay, so yeah, just search for things that are out there. You can also do makeup modeling. It doesn't always have to be like something to do with working or something to do with fashion all the time. It can be makeup. People need people to do makeup, but as a model, and yeah, come on, go and get your money. Tell them like, no, I think I need this amount of money if I'm gonna be your model. You know what, that's what I'm saying now, because I've done a lot of free stuff out there, but now I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna do it. If you're not gonna give me, run my check, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing anything for free these days, okay? Okay. Yeah, the other thing that I wanted to say is Airbnb. This I won't recommend it for females, especially if you live alone. But if you live like with friends and then you've got a spare room, and yeah, I think Airbnb, and is it Airbnb, is a really good idea. Or if you can have people, like if you're good at hosting people, and yeah, I think that's another recommended one. I don't know if I'm on the 8th or 9th. Let's just get lost in the moment, okay? Yeah, and yeah, Airbnb, so you can host people at your place, give them a room and whatever, and earn money. So you know what, it doesn't always have to be, I don't know, I think this one is more Airbnb. So yeah, and the other one that I wanted to say is walking people's dogs. There are people that don't have much time, and you're just like, okay, maybe I can do this for them. For example, walking their dog, they don't always have time, but they need somebody to walk their dog. So I think that's a good idea, especially if you like one person, if you one person who's good with pets. I'm not good with pets, I'm scared of pets. I had to slide that in, honey. But yeah, so if you're good with pets, come on, go and do it. Go and walk them, especially if you also like having a lot of walks around your block. Come on, get a pet and get paid while you're walking. And the other job that I wanted to say is, actually, how many? I think there are now 9. I think I'm only to 10. Other job I wanted to say is editing photos. People might be like, oh my god, Mimi, if you're good at editing photos, I'm sure there are people that wouldn't mind to pay for you to edit their photos. So come on, I'm just being honest. I'm telling you, there are people that really like nice photos, but they don't know how to edit their photos. So if you're gonna edit somebody's photos, why don't they give you some money? Yeah, so I guess those are like the 10. Yeah, I think I only had 10 job ideas that you don't need experience with. And yeah, those are my 10. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I was talking a little bit fast, but that's how I talk. And yeah, those are the 10 job ideas that you don't need experience with, and anybody can do those. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and mwah, see you in my next video. And please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, and like, okay? Anyway, thanks guys. Bye. Mwah.